That is disgusting, bro.
Bro, I didn't even want to stream. I just want to watch this shit. It's so good.
Hey guys, hope you're all doing well and welcome to another Battlefield video. So hey guys, we're gunning in the attack heli on Battlefield 4, racking up two 100 plus kill streaks, going for a total of 265 kills and 1 death. So yeah, this is the attack heli. It's kind of what it does. It's easily one of the most fun vehicles in Battlefield, and for a good reason. I mean, this thing takes so long to master both flying and gunning, and it has so many like fun and interesting weapons to use, and that's part of what we're going to talk about today. In this video, I want to talk about the potential for helicopters in Battlefield 6 and what we can take from Battlefield 4 and, to a small extent, Battlefield 3. Now, if you've ever flown in Battlefield 4, you'll know that the skill ceiling for both the attack and scout helicopters, they're both enormous. Especially in the attack helicopter, aside from a lucky tow or TV missile, it is very hard to beat a team that is better than you in the one-on-one engagement. This is what makes the vehicle so great for farming though. Aside from absolute luck, you'll almost never die on a map like Shanghai. And that, my friends, brings us to the main premise of this video. Are some of the skill gaps actually too large in Battlefield 4? Yeah, so I said it. The guy who complained about there being no skill gap for planes in Battlefield 5 for like 5 straight months, actually has an issue with there being too much of a skill gap in one game. For most of Battlefield 4, I don't think there's an issue here. The jets all have counters, and while inside a dogfight, beating the better player is almost impossible. There are other ways that you can kind of just cheese a kill on anyone, such as, active radar missiles or ECM sneaking. For all the tanks, they're all countered by jets and helis, and there really isn't anything you can do at all, aside from having like a really good SRAW or small shot. And there are players such as Knispel who have mastered the SRAW to the point where I won't strafe him half the time, and he'll get a little bit of elevation for his tow missile, and he'll kill you with that. It's pretty bullshit, honestly. I hate the guy. No, just joking, love you, Knispel. But yeah, there's not much you can do, and even a player like that, he will have a very, very hard time against someone who's good in a jet or a heli. For the scout helicopter, the AA significantly slows it down, and a good stealth jet can be extremely annoying to deal with. However, the very best scout helicopter pilots, I'll throw my mate Reapers here. Go check him out on Twitch, X8 Reaps, I'll put his link in the description. He's an absolutely insane scout helicopter pilot, and nothing can really stop him from getting a good game, but things do definitely slow him down, and that's definitely enough to consider it a counter in my books, and most pilots won't be able to deal with it at all. But this vehicle right here, the attack heli, is where I'm going to draw the line. I think that it actually might be overpowered due to the massive skill ceiling and the absolute range of some of the weapons you get in this thing. So we'll start with the pilot. The pilot gets two weapons, and they're almost always the Zuni rockets and the tow missile. The Zuni rockets are dumbfire rocket pods that have a relatively slow velocity and usually hit for about 20 HP each into an attack helicopter, and they deal an absolutely massive amount of damage into tanks. In the heli duel, a good pilot can consistently hit about 5 of their pods in the close to medium range fight, and they'll hit about 3 in a long range fight usually, which will just win the duel without the gunner's help at all pretty much. This skill takes many hours to learn, and is just one of the parts that makes this vehicle so dominant. The pilot's secondary is usually the tow missile, and this weapon has insane range. It one-shots attack helicopters, scout helis and jets, and it deals a very good amount of damage against tanks and transports. Unlike the other tows in the game though, you must aim this by literally aiming the heli at wherever you want it to go. It requires an unreal amount of skill, and some players have almost dedicated their entire playtime into mastering heli tows. And then when you look at the gunner seat, you have the TV missile, which you basically see me using on every single air vehicle in this game. This will disable the enemy attack helicopter, hit tanks without any way to block them, like APS will not work at all, and it will one-shot jets. The great thing about the TV though is that with time you can become so consistent with it. You can get to the point where you can hit literally anything with predictable movement, and just become such an easy shot. Like a jet, easy shot. Heli, easy shot. You name it. It's so easy once you get good at it. So yeah, the attack helicopter is pretty busted, and I haven't even went into the skill of flying itself. Finding kills, dodging missiles, avoiding locks, and many more things go into this, but I'd just be taking way too long if I tried to talk about this. But, you know, the issue this presents is that the vehicle doesn't only become unkillable on Shanghai, but with an air radar and a pretty smart pilot, this vehicle can completely control just about any map in the game. In my opinion, this is the issue that allows players to pretty much one-trick the vehicle and destroy everyone on every map. In my opinion, one of the greatest things about Battlefield, and a lot of people agree with this, I know AKAR says it a lot, but it really is a true sandbox experience. You can play the game in almost any way you want, and with practice, they can all be really rewarding. It's always so satisfying when you join a late game and you see your team struggling, and you think, what does my team need? For example, you might see that the enemy aircraft are destroying your team, so go get an AA or get a stealth jet and try to deal with that and help your team in that way. You might even see that the enemy tanks are giving your team problems, so maybe an attack jet would help there, or, another tank. Even if the enemy infantry are causing problems, then you could bring a scout on an attack helicopter or go infantry yourself. This is without considering loadouts too, which add a whole extra dimension to the game really. That whole thought process and series of actions is always really satisfying in Battlefield 4, and it's something I really want to see carry over into Battlefield 6. But each one of those issues, literally every single one of them, can be solved by the attack helicopter. And not only can it do all those things, but it's literally better at dealing with the problems than the intended counters. Take tanks for example. Sure, the attack jet is really good at dealing with tanks, but the attack helicopter can do it much faster. Hit a consecutive tow missile, TV missile, that's 60 damage in literally an instant, and then hit a few rocket pods and the tank's dead. It's so fast to kill a tank in the attack helicopter, and you can do it from any range, from behind cover, from any height. It's ridiculously easy. Now, let's say aircraft are giving your team problems. Well, it might not be as good as the AA or the stealth jet, but it can still do it absolutely fine, and against attack helicopters and transport helicopters, it's actually better than both of the counters, I'd say. So, it does that easily. Let's say the infantry giving problems, well, that's probably what the attack helicopter was meant to do, so I'll give it a break there. But you can see that almost everything that makes the game a sandbox, like what I said there, like being able to choose whatever you want and like help your team, just as one player of 32, you can make such a big impact in this game. Well, you could just make the same impact by being a helicopter one-trick, so why have all that in the game? That's the issue I have with the attack helicopter in Battlefield 4, and I really don't want to see that carry over into Battlefield 6. How do they fix this? Well, I'm not sure at all. It's really hard to fix. I think the flight mechanics have to change a little bit, so helicopters can't go vertical so easily. As a jet pilot, it doesn't feel right that I could be strafing a helicopter top down and they'll be able to pull up and hold there for like at least 3 or 4 seconds and aim a tow missile at me. It should be just pull up, try to hit the TV, and if it doesn't hit, go next. You already have a fire extinguisher you can repair, it's easy enough. All I care about though is that we don't lose the sandbox experience, and we don't have a vehicle that can deal with literally everything in Battlefield 6. Anyways, that's about it. I'm sure some of you will disagree. I know it's a very popular opinion though. I know Marble Duck, a YouTuber, made a video about it like 2 years ago or something, saying this is the best vehicle in the game, and I was like, what, the attack helicopter? Because I was not that good at the game yet. And over time, I've definitely came to see the light, and I do think this thing is broken. I think it's the best vehicle in the game by a decent amount, and I really hope it doesn't carry over into Battlefield 6, at least in its current form. Now, the only other thing is that it could be a result of the game being out for so long and everyone just mastering everything. Perhaps everyone won't hit the skill ceiling so fast in Battlefield 6, so we could have big skill ceilings again. Or maybe the skill ceiling isn't the issue at all. Maybe it's just that the weapon's overpowered. If you guys have an opinion on this, definitely let me know, but I'm going to end the video pretty much here. I don't think there's much more to talk about. I'll just let the gameplay play on. It's like 8 kills per minute or something, and of course we rack up over 200 kills. Almost 300 actually, so if you want to watch that, feel free to watch it. I did actually get smored out the cockpit, as I said, a lucky shot can kill you, but not much else if it's a farm.
Yeah.
And that ends up happening, but Normal and I end up switching teams because, as you can see by the tickets, our team is rolling way too hard. It's not going to be a very fun match, so we switched teams and we brought it all the way back. So that is exactly how strong the attack helicopter is. In no other vehicle you can do that, and in the attack helicopter we get a pretty close game, as you'll see by the end of the gameplay. It ends up coming right down to the wire. Also in the background you might hear my friend Spy. I was actually streaming this game on Discord because he wanted to see a bit of farmage, so we got in the attack helicopter. Anyway, he's a cool guy. He streams on Twitch at itsspy_, and he also makes YouTube videos also on itsspy_. put his links in the description, so go follow him if you want. He's a pretty cool guy. I think you'll enjoy his videos. If you want to improve at games, he's going to be covering stuff on that as well. Anyways, that's going to be it, I think. I'll be uploading way more Battlefield content, you know, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, and when Venice Unleashed comes out, I really want to play that. It should be really good, and I think we might be able to get some pogs up for that. So some actual competitive games against really good players. I really want to see how that goes. So hopefully in OC we can get the audience for that. If not, join my Discord. I'll run some games on Venice Unleashed if I can through my Discord, because Australia's Battlefield 3 community is so dead. But if you guys want to come and join, I'm sure you'd be welcome. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
What?
Bro, I don't even want to stream. I just want to watch this shit. It's so good.
Oh man. I don't even have Battlefield 4 and
Man, he sounds like a good dude. Really? Jesus. Oh. Yeah. Oh, man. What do you want? What is the way to outplay this? Say you were getting farmed like this. Uh, hmm.
Let's go. Oh my. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, anyone from OC who is like insane is just gonna dominate on any other region. Like everyone says, "Oh, you're a dead region," which is actually true. But like, the good people from here, dude, just no chance against them. They're so good. Mm. Yeah. Oh, dude, playing with Knispel yesterday in the tank, that was nuts. Yeah, like doubts himself. Is it? Yeah. You guys actually gonna win the game too. You were literally 300 down before. More than that, I think. I don't know. What'd you go?